Mimi nataka kusema pia I had this condition before, bipolar condition. Ni kama hereditary factor in our family. My daughter also had it, but tumeendelea na medicine. My doctor is a psychiatrist called Dr. Kigamwa. So what tunaenda for.
Nobody cares about boy child, but I'll be the first one. So I'm starting, then Mheshimiwa Sonko has joined me, Baba Kimani has joined me, Lawrence has joined me, and you guys have joined me. So lazima mtu waanze. We have very many agencies looking after girl child, but boy child is being ignored, and without the money in the society, there's a lost society. So I decided, because everybody was sharing pictures and videos of Kimani, people, oh my God, msaidieni, this is so bad, oh my God, others making fun of him, others clicking, posting for views, but it's not going to change anything. So I decided to be the change that I want to see, and that is why we're here.
And how do you feel when you see people trying to criticize you and Asema, as much as Obinna anasaidia?
Yeah.
Why should he record?
Okay, the reason why we're recording basically is for accountability. Number one, we were raising money, so people have to know where the money is going. Secondly, for awareness. If we don't record, there's another boy in Kisumu, in Mombasa, in Kikuyu, anywhere, who might be going through the same problem, or also might be having friends when you're and get the same problem. If you don't record, they'll not know. What we're doing basically, we are disseminating information. Tumefika, tukambia, Kimani had an alcohol problem or had a drug problem or had this. When you talk about it, it makes you talk about it, makes them talk about it. Na mnakuwa, mumeona hebu tusijaribu. But if you don't talk about it, kwa tuzi lapana. For example, my youth you say, bangi. No, bangi si mbaya. Bora unaipiga kama meditate, umerelax, umeshiba, nini. But ukikana Baba Kimani, he thinks different because he has seen different. But if he didn't talk about it, kwa tuzi liniaje, meditation bro. Unapiga yako polite, una relax. Ikilipukia umse, zake yuzu kwa zimemshika tu. But hujaingia hapa ndani ya hospitali. We were there last time with Baba Kimani. What we saw there, a lot of young people. Unaambiwa drug. See you are here?
Yes,
you know.
True.
Majority wako hapa because of?
Drugs.
Which drug? Bangi, alcohol, cigarette, Chavis. Even Mira.
So is this a movement you're starting to have?
Yes, I am beginning a movement, and I'm hoping that wanaume wote watanijoin, because wanaume si kwa ile shida ya kuchekeleana kama sio yako. But wanasema ukiona mwenzako ananyolewa, chako lifanye vipi? Tia maji. Wanaume si kwa zile ni aje the same way, and I always talk about gender based violence and mental wellness. And I always say gender based violence si mwanaume tu kupiga dem, ni pia dem kupiga mwanaume. Basi hata tukienda mtaani leo mimi nikipiga kofi na dem, wasiona anachekela sema cheki venye anapigwa na dem. But mimi nikipiga dem kofi, everything goes to. So that's what I'm talking about. For wanaume tuanze kuongea, tuanze kusema si pia ni binadamu. We also need the attention, we need the support, we need the love, we need the care, and we also need the information to know what is wrong. We are not perfect. We are human beings. We make mistakes. But if I talk about it, and if I'm going through a problem, you don't laugh about it, you don't laugh at me, but unakama unambia ni bro, hapa mpotea kidogo, tusonge hivi kidogo, we are going to have a better society. So it's a movement, and I'm hoping that we'll walk the journey together.
Let's hear from Mheshimiwa.
Yes.
Mheshimiwa,
Yes.
My name is Leon Lidigo from Nation.
Yes, Leon.
Before President Uhuru Kenyatta left, we used to have a mental health task force,
Yes.
which is no longer functioning, number one. Number two, the Ministry of Health, Department for Mental Health, does not even have a head. He resigned. We're even struggling to get comments from the Ministry of Health on what they've been doing in regards to mental health in the country. So as much as we are talking about awareness, is our system failing us?
I don't think whether the system is failing us. When somebody is not there, definitely we have some other guys in acting capacity, so that should not be a reason for us not performing this particular sector. We've seen here the administrators, the doctors in charge. Actually, we've come here for a follow-up case. I was at Obinna's show. Many guys go there for PR exercise. Actually, I normally don't give a false promise. In politics, I want to give you a very good example. 10 years ago, we had a very bad case from Mombasa. The terror attack on the church where a baby was shot on the head. Today, I'm with that baby 10 years down the line, and I'm still taking good care of that particular baby. So this is the same case, the reason why I'm here. Obinna raised Kimani Mbugua's case, and our sister Eunice I'm here to do a thorough follow-up on that. We promise to clear the medical bills and maybe transfer the patient to another rehabilitation center in Mombasa. By that I don't mean that Mathare doctors hawajafanya kazi, no. Wamefanya kazi. Actually tumesikia from the dad that Kimani Mbugua is due for discharge in a week's time. So kumaanisha ana improve na chance yake anaendelea mzuri. Our sister Eunice pia we have heard she's due for discharge today. So labda pia kwenda mahali kuna conducive environment pia inasaidia kwa hii magonjwa. Mimi nataka kusema pia I had this condition before, bipolar condition. Ni kama hereditary factor in our family. My daughter also had it, but tumeendelea na medicine. My doctor is a psychiatrist called Dr. Kigamwa. So what tunaenda for checkups and everything. So hii si kitu ya kufanya PR nayo ama kuenjoy wale watu wana undergo that particular condition, no. Hiyo condition unakula dawa vizuri na kufuata vile doctors wana psychiatrists wanakuambia you'll be okay. I was once a patient ya bipolar. So we are here also to encourage the family, babake Kim, family ya Eunice, wakuwe strong. These are common things, this normal part of our daily life.
And Mheshimiwa, you are expert for running for any political seat, but despite all that, you still have the kindness to help people. Maybe can you tell us what helps you to be kind to people and also to...
Okay, I'm not here for politics. Mambo 2027 we'll talk, hatutaongea hapa because I don't want ikae kuwa I'm capitalizing on the situation right now at the moment. Tumekuja kuona wagonjwa. I'll not talk about politics. That is, we always say God's time is the best in politics. So when 2027 reaches, tutajua. Kama ni kutupa uwanjani tutajitupa, but for now let's deal with the issue of patients. Let us not politicize this issue of our patients. We are here to fulfill the promise that I made during the Obinna's show. Nike SONKO ni leader wa PR ama leader wa mavipindre. I'm not here for vipindre. I'm here to help. Vile nilikuwa nime promise hapo mbeleni. So for another forum I'll be able to answer that, but for now let's deal with the issue that has brought us here. Yeah.
Obinna,
Yep.
I have a question for you, considering you're a seasoned journalist.
Okay.
Actually, I was Obinna's intern.
Yeah.
Yes. So, Obinna, borrowing from Kimani's lesson, are we as journalists in our line of work prone to mental health and substance abuse issues?
Yes, we are.
There's been that discussion that we are not really talking about.
Yes. So journalists are, let me use the word high risk, because of the work we do. We work under so much pressure. Like today morning, I think I posted this thing about 10 minutes to the time we're here, but I'm finding people at the gate. I'm like, oh, you're okay. So that was too quick. That's too pressure. Then people expect you to deliver. And the journalism life me and you are coming from radio and newspaper and TV, we know the pressure that was there from your bosses to everybody to deliver. And then sometimes the remuneration is not worth the whole hassle. Then also backlash online, people expect you to live a certain way. They forget that journalists are also just human beings. So sometimes, when a man lacks purpose, they distract themselves with pleasure. So that's why you find umevutwa job ama una hustle ama wiki yote hujapatiwa any report kufanya ni nini, what do? Mnakunywa wapi? Wacha nipitie base. Mnapiga jaba wapi? Wacha nipitie base. So we distract ourselves with pleasure. Then now bad company inaendelea leo kesho, then unajipata umeshakuwa addict na umezoea, and now that one leads into other things as well. So journalist A1, and also we have other careers as well, but because I'm a journalist I'll talk about that one.
Now, part of something that was said during your show, something that came out clearly was the fact that our friend joined the media industry when he was so young.
Yeah.
Is age factor and exposure to that media kind of environment another risk factor, and how can that be addressed?
No, age is not really a factor to be a journalist. Mm-hmm. It's just, I will talk about personal self-esteem, because we have journalists who started at a young age and they never changed. We have ones who started at a very older age and they changed. It depends with the person. Your personality, how strong is your personality? Then how weak are you as a person? Because we have people who mabeshte wako akisema leo tukitoka hapa tuende sherehe ataenda, but kuna sema pana mimi naenda kuedit hizi whatever ni post. So age is not really a factor, but your friends, the company you keep, then also your personal well-being, your personality and your self-esteem. There are people who want to fit in. We know the people we've lost because anataka kufit in akina Mwesha hapa, pia wewe unaingia kwa life yake nini, umechukua. It happens with many other people. So age is not really a factor. Yes, but what I really want us to do, how we can help is to guide. Mimi nimekono naenda Lyon na kwambia Lyon ni aje nini wrong, ni aje BTG ni hapa nini, ni aje SPM nini, ni aje hapa change hapa hivi, but pia wengine pia wasikie, because naweza kwambia ndio lakini sikio la kufa.
Now, Mheshimiwa, back to you a bit.
Yes.
As governor, part of devolution was to democratize healthcare to mashinani, and that includes mental health.
Yes.
We've not seen that happening. There is a lot of laxity, especially there are people who are traveling even all the way from very far places to this place just to access mental health services. What do you have to tell them? Because you might save Kimani today, but there are a million other Kenyans out there who also need services. And functionally speaking, devolution seems to have failed at this point.
Actually, health is one of the sectors that was devolved. Lakini, for instance, I'll talk about Nairobi County when I was the governor. Mimi niliweka a very big rehabilitation center hapo City Park. We have one. There was one which was under construction. Actually, I forgot to mention kwa show yako. A very big rehabilitation center, Ruai, ambayo inaendelea. We had one also in Makadara, kuna ingine Dagoretti. So we normally tuna watu, especially walevi, watu under influence of drugs, we normally bring them together, tunawapeleka kwa hizo rehabilitation centers. We had our own psychiatrist from our county hospitals, walikuwa wanakuja every time, at least twice a day, jioni, usiku, walikuwa wana visit, tuna interact na wao a lot. Even myself, I used to visit those hospitals frequently, peleka chakula, kuangalia shida tofauti. So my appeal in regards to your question, other governors should emulate that, wafate hiyo mfano, badala watu kutravel all the way from mashinani kuja Mathare Hospital. And by doing so, we'll be decongesting this hospital, because I'm sure there are so many patients kwa hizi mawards. Kwa hivyo governors mashinani wakiendelea kuangalia hiyo mambo ingine ya healthcare. For instance, we see all governors wameweka maternity hospitals, and not only mambo ya mental health, but unaona mimi niliweka paka a renal unit in Mama Lucy and Mbagathi. We opened a renal unit there. We are doing dialysis sisi wenyewe. We did the first kidney transplant at Mbagathi when I was the governor. Kwa hivyo health was devolved na devolution inataka leadership inaitwa down to the grassroots, not only in terms of health, in terms of all other factors, security na mambo mingi, so that we give services to our people.
Haya, sasa tunaweza fanya kitu metuleta. Asanteni.